So while the vast majority of patriotic Americans, sane people, are going to be spending their Saturday watching Little League soccer, sitting on the couch watching college football, if you're anything like me, you're going to be jumping on the tractor and using the brush hog to cut down some of your pollinator field, regular American stuff. Unfortunately, there are some malcontents who are still not quite over the fact that they got their asses handed to them in the last election. They're going to be meeting today for their Hate America tour. And because of that, some of the cult-like chants that they're going to be preaching back and forth to each other started to be leaked out last night. You want to see one? Here's one of the chants that came from the song and chant sheet put out by the Color Revolutionary organizers of the Hate America tour. By the way, it is not lost on me that a Hate America protest that is in part being sponsored by public education teachers unions don't know that you don't spell "your" that way in this context. Weird, huh? But here, listen to this. Trump, your kingdom must come down. Trump, your kingdom must come down. Oh, I heard the voice of the people say, Trump, your kingdom must come down. Well, that's weird. Trump's kingdom has to come down? Considering Trump is the president of the United States, are you saying that the United States has to come down? Because that's what I hear when I read this. Are you calling for the collapse of the United States? Because if you want us to believe that Trump is a king over the United States, that means the United States has to come down? That doesn't sound like a positive message at all. That doesn't sound like a message you're going to be able to rally a majority of Americans to get behind. No, it doesn't. But it absolutely sounds like a message that many of these sponsors have been trying to push for a very long time. And, because they hate America, it needs to come down. Particularly a handful of them. Like these guys, the Freedom Socialist Party, Young Communist League of New York, the New York City Democratic Socialists of America, and of course, the Communist Party USA, the organization that was infiltrated by the CIA and the FBI many years ago, and probably still is. Yeah, these guys are the ones sponsoring, or at least some of the ones sponsoring the Hate America tour. These guys who want to replace the United States with something else. And I think we know what that something else is, because if you've studied history, you know what happens when these guys get involved in revolutions and replacing, democratically elected leaders, or the people that they want you to believe are kings. They replace them with dictators. Yeah, murderous dictators. The type of dictators who eliminate millions and millions and millions of people so that they can implement their version of democracy.